Hi everyone. Unexpected late night video for you guys. I'm just responding a question from somebody, or more like honestly a troll email, troll bombarding response. So I have this group of men that apparently found my channel through some other platforms because they are really not my demographic, and they keep asking me questions and telling me that what I do is not valuable or important, that ain't nobody gonna go to another country to look for a bride. And their main question is, why to look for a foreign wife, why to look for a lady abroad if you can find sex here. Question itself isn't making any sense because um, if you not going to look for a wife abroad, or now let me take this back. If they would say why to look for a wife abroad when you can look for a wife in US, that would make sense. But comparing looking for a wife and looking for the sex, exactly, this is not um, an issue to begin with. These are two completely different things, two completely different missions, and there is no point of comparing the two. So let's see. Yeah, so I just want to bring this up. Exactly, Roger. You don't need to. You don't need to go all the way to Ukraine to have sex, or to have some kind of adventure. Um, and I just got really tired of this, so I wanted to come out. I wanted to come live, and I just want to make this clear. And I'm sure they will find some other reason to troll me, but I want to kind of redefine what this channel is about. And absolutely nobody is forced to be here, to join the lives, and nobody's forced to send the emails and things like that as well. um so welcome everyone. Exactly. If you looking for adventures in, just some kind of fun, you don't need to travel anywhere unless you're super ugly and unattractive and something else is wrong with you. You can find what you're looking for right where you live. With the modern day hookup culture, that is not an issue. Wait, sorry guys. A lot of people, yes, if you have some money also, a lot of people are enjoying the freedoms and doing what they want to do. I'm not here to convince anybody in anything. And actually, I'm gonna do my black and white. I'm gonna do my black and white. So for you old trolls, for you old trolls. So this channel is also more for mature people or for younger people who want to broaden their options, who want to try something else, something different, who do not want to be limited by a particular culture or country. That's all. And also for those men who actually want to have a committed relationship, because despite of what all these channels and all the modern hookup culture is trying to teach us, I know myself that there are plenty of men of all ages who are looking for a committed relationship, even younger men, because a lot of younger men were brought up by good families. They had good mom and dad, they have grandmas, and they just grew up in a full family, and they looking at what's going on right now, even though they are the new generation, but they do not want to be part of the hookup culture. So that's it. This is kind of men who are watching my channel. Just a second. This is the kind of men who are watching my channel. My channel is not to convince anybody to travel to Ukraine. My channel is not to convince anybody in traditional values. My channel is not to tell you that you need to live your life a different way. It's about sharing, helping you a little bit with the mind of Ukrainian female mindsets, and just to support you on this journey. I have another motivation to do these videos is, um, I don't think I've ever really quite talked about that, but that is seeing a lot of high quality, loyal, beautiful, gorgeous, educated women, nurturing and loving women that have hard times finding a partner in Ukraine just because they are limited also in their country, you know, whether it's Russia or Ukraine. A lot of ladies, when they only considering men, you know, in their school or their neighborhood or whatever that is, a lot of times they are limited because sometimes, you know, the kind of men that you like, sometimes they are married already. Sometimes they are not ready for a committed relationship. Um, a lot of different reasons. So, um, that is my another motivation is to help women who are open and considering men, not because they necessarily are foreigners, but because they have similar desires and values, even if they are not from their, you know, local area, even if they are from um, a different country, you know, a different culture. So I want to see all these women having their chance. And I grew up seeing a lot of unfair things happening to women, and therefore that's my second motivation, or one more motivation, to see them realizing that they are in fact very valuable and they can um, make someone's life absolutely incredible, and it's a win-win situation. So yes, you can find sex everywhere. You can also find a wife everywhere. It's sometimes it's just that sometimes it's not a bad idea to widen your horizons. You know, you may be traveling to Ukraine or Russia or Poland or, you know, wherever you're going, and you may realize this is not for you. It may be too complex, it may be too um just it could be it could be too foreign. You may realize that this is not for you. So this is why it's nice to have options. You know, once again, not only you can find, you know, sex in US or sex in Ukraine, you can also find an incredible wife in the United States. A lot of people are married, and you can find women who have traditional values in the United States as well. It's just main point is to add more options to explore, um, to explore opportunities, you know, to connect with somebody who have similar values than you, because definitely right now the modern trend, um, the hookup culture and the feminism, especially here in the United States, changing certain dynamics in relationships. And some men, you know, younger and older, are looking for traditional women, and you have great chance, you know, finding them in post USSR countries and Slavic countries, and maybe even some Latin countries, or maybe even some Middle Eastern countries. I don't know, but Ukraine and Russia are very popular, and there is a lot of success stories, and some people just want to try it. So I'm not trying to justify. I just wanna just wanna try to tell some people that, my dear friends, you may be at the wrong channel. So if you don't understand why somebody would travel to Ukraine, why some man not only looking for, it's kind of weird at 50 years old to look for sex. That's something you should have been looking 30 years ago. So I feel like men on my channel are a lot more mature than that, classier than that. They have different priorities and different goals in life. um, and they are looking for something bigger, for something valuable, for something that will change, for someone that will inspire them and help them to live their best life. So for all of you trolls, you can keep sending those messages and tell me that my work does not matter, but I do know that I want to disappoint you, because I do know that it does matter, because I have been doing this for some time, and it brought it fruit. My work have showed the fruits. The fruits of the labor are people who got together, people who met each other, people who understood each other, people who maybe did not get scammed, um, and people who've learned real relationships with Ukrainian women versus fake websites. I mean, it's a journey, but there are some people that just determined and maybe have a dream. We have Joseph here on the chat, and Joseph had that joke, and he was joking about what did he say? He said he said that, okay, if I'm not married by 30, I'm gonna go and find Ukrainian wife or Russian wife or Russian bride. So anywho, hi everyone. A little unexpected live for you tonight. I just wanted to connect with you once again, and I would definitely not recommend to travel to Ukraine for the so-called sex tourism, because you don't have to go to another country for it. You can find it here. You can, there are plenty of places where you can have those experiences. I feel it's kind of really desperate and weird, but if you're gonna do it, nobody's gonna stop you. It's a great waste of time and opportunity. It really is. There is a reason why there is no MGTOW in Ukraine. Because Ukrainian women actually want men for who men are, and appreciate a lot of qualities in them. They don't want to change them, they don't want to emasculate them, they don't want them to act like women, and they enjoy the classic traditional dynamic of relationships. That's why there are so many success stories, and that's why masculine men are drawn to Slavic women. Mystery resolved. So if you just, if you I mean, it's a free world. You can go anywhere you want and have all the fun you want, but most people who are mature and smart and wise about their life decisions and money, why would they just go and waste their time when they can go and find a life partner? So that's it. For now, I'm gonna read some of your comments. Welcome, guys. I'm in black and white to create no distractions. This is a beautiful art on my wall. I love that expression of love. So let me read some comments. Jim, please don't block or hide Joseph. I don't think Joseph had said anything wrong. So let me see. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mark. Um, welcome, guys. Hey, Edward. Exactly. Edward is saying if you're looking for sex, you need professional call girl. If you sex tourist, please don't ruin good woman. Many of us are looking for a partner. Exactly. Don't bring bad fame to um, American tourists by doing silly stuff. Don't do that. Find the professional, and you'll both benefit. Yes, it's black and white. Yes. Hello, Mike from Houston. Um, oh, thank you, Roger. Yes, I love this art piece. It's beautiful. It's colorful, but we are talking in black and white right now. Hey, Bill, welcome. Yes, you can change the dynamics in your own life. I hear a lot that, oh, American men are also, the chivalry is dead. The men do not, court you anymore, and this and that, and they want to go 50-50. But it's not necessarily so for everyone, right? It's not necessarily, there are plenty of men that want to be provider. There are plenty of men that want to do amazing things for their ladies. It's just you create your own dynamic in your own, your own world. But if you keep listening, I just want to say this: if you keep listening for people that bashing men or bashing women, none of them have the lives they really want. So when you're focusing on what doesn't work, nothing that works will come into your life because you put too much focus and reason why something doesn't work or why something this way. So we have mainstream media or mainstream fashion or whatever, but um we also have people that live in their dream. So, and yes, traveling to different cultures and countries really opens up your eyes. Okay, I'm not gonna be so serious, so I'm gonna put some color. Let's see. I don't know if it's good or not. Yeah, well, you can see the picture now better. So yeah, you have to travel, you have to check it out. You may or may not like it. You may say, what, this is not for me. But there is definitely, it shouldn't be shameful. So the email I have gotten was that I'm making these videos for the men who can't find nobody here, and things like that, and that nobody really needs my help. There is always a troll. I just want to tell you that I'm not crying over it. I just I just wanted to share that even if I would get thousands of these emails, I still would do what I do because I talk with people face to face. I probably talk to um, mm, probably hundreds of people in the last couple of years. So no matter what somebody is unhappy about, I'm not gonna change my outlook. And I do feel that traditional American men are very good um, match for traditional Ukrainian women because they generally want the same things, they dream about same things. And Ukrainian women are not trying to put you down or compete with you. I feel the major thing, the major issue right now in tendencies, in the Western world is that women are in a major competition with men, and it's probably very hard to relax and very hard to enjoy things when you in consistent competition, and I really think it's harmful because we are not competing with each other. We are completing each other, or I would even say complementing each other. Because you know we can live. Wait, don't fall. We can live and do our own thing, right? We are capable. When we are born as a separate human. We're able to function. We're able to take care of ourselves. Ukrainian women, by all means, are able to take care of themselves. But when they are with a man, they give an opportunity uh, to the man, an opportunity for their men to shine. They're not trying to compete and say, oh, I can make better than you. I can make more money than you. I am smarter than you. I'm faster than you. Yes, sometimes we make jokes and we having fun, but it's completely different. And if you have been to Ukraine, we have a lot of, very talented and wild women out there that is successful even from American standpoint, even from Western standpoint, because they have education and they are very, yet they have a career, yet they're feminine, yet they still want to be a mother, yet they still classy and sassy. So it's like this wild combination of just about everything. So but yet, even when they are strong, even when they have their own business, they still want to be feminine with their man. And this is the difference. When they come home, they do not want to be the boss. They don't want to take all these decisions. They just want to enjoy themselves and let their man shine, and taking care of them, and doing their thing and taking decisions and providing. Even if she so in Ukraine also, when you both make money, generally women dream to have a man who doesn't care about their money. So you just do your thing, but the man is the one who supplies the household. So if that is not what you're looking for, you may as well do your thing over here, because Ukrainian ladies are often very driven. They have very strong core. They can survive in almost any circumstance. But when they have men near them, they let him to take charge and they just relax and enjoy it. If I have any ladies right now who are watching, do you have anything to comment on this? Would you agree with me? I think I saw one comment in Cyrillic, so we're gonna see who that is. Masha. Привет, Masha. Привет, Masha. And Masha is saying, so she's probably Russian or Ukrainian or somewhere there, and she says that Slavic women are very feminine. That's why they are special or elite. Yes, I feel that femininity is becoming this lost art for a lot of Western women in Western culture. I feel that femininity is something that women, grown women, are only learning sometimes in their 30s and 40s and 50s here in US. Very often here in the United States, ladies who were taught or who were, who grew up or were raised by feminist, really feministic women, they don't know what femininity is. So I sometimes watch for my leisure. Sometimes I watch femininity channels, and it's really funny. I enjoy watching them, but I have not learned one new thing from the channels that I did not know or experienced, or were not taught or had not discovered. So that is really interesting. So I enjoy watching sometimes because it reminds me of home, but I don't need to learn this. I do not need to go to school to be feminine, or to learn certain manners. And also, you, my dear friends, know me on this channel because I share some things. I share the knowledge I have and experiences I have, but in my personal life, when I am in my very private situation, I don't lead. I try to have very little conversations when I am teaching somebody or taking the leading role, or being in my masculine energy, because this is completely different. In my personal relationships, I love and enjoy being a receiver. Yes, there are different moments, and sometimes you want to have political conversations, or somebody needs help and you need to get some different energy going. But in my perfect world, as also a Ukrainian feminine woman, I prefer for the man to lead. Yes, sometimes you can help it and you want to have a discussion, a conversation, and maybe you are talking about business or politics, but in just normal leisure enjoyable time, date night, not gonna be reading a lecture, that's just gonna screw up the whole dynamic of the conversation. So a lot of Ukrainian ladies, once again, they may be successful, they may be happy about their career, their position, their salary, they may have some leading roles, but when they come home, they do not want to have the leading role and be like, I am the strongest. They want you to take over. So these are the reasons, for those of you who are new on the channel, these are the reasons why a lot of Western men getting out of their comfort zone and traveling to Ukraine or Russia or some other countries, because they want to have that feminine companionship. And it's a lot more than just sex, it's a lot more than just having intimacy. Because if you about to sign for something as major, for something as challenging as a long distance and international marriage, um, as a result, that's a big commitment. It's not about entertainment. But this man is thinking that that is the most important investment that they will ever do, and they just want to have their fair shot at that. Some men are going to be successful and some men will not. Oh, thank you, Bill. Appreciate. Thank you for the contribution, super chat. um let's see what Bill is saying. Veronica, you exemplify all the best qualities of Ukrainian ladies, particular of the key variety. Well, thank you. I'm not really sure that the city makes that big of a difference. I mean, it makes some, but I am from Kiev, so I'll take it as a compliment. And thank you. Well, one thing that I noticed that we have in common is actually strengths. Even though I tell you about softness and femininity and this and that, but I feel that one thing that unites Slavic people in general, and that I hear a lot from different people, that in the strengths, determination, and strive for the better, strive for the higher, for the better quality, for when you're taking care of a child, you don't, I mean, 9 out of 10 Ukrainian women will not take their child to McDonald's. They will come home and make a meal or take them to someplace nice. A lot of Ukrainian women go all the way, go extra mile, and that's what I really like. Or if there is a difficult circumstance, they will find a way to overcome it and stay strong. So, but you will never hear a Ukrainian woman to stand there and say, I'm strong Ukrainian woman. I mean, very rarely you would hear that Ukrainian women would brag how strong they are. Some of the reasons for that is they don't really want to need to be strong. They can't do it if they need to, but that is not their dream to be strong and to be appreciated for their strengths. They want to be a woman, they want to be playful, they want to be soft and feminine. But if they need to, they're gonna do what they need to do. So just wanna share that. Oh, I'm gonna put a little bubbles as appreciation for a super chat. Just for a minute. Yes, it is a true saying. Um, it is a true saying. It is a true Russian saying. There is a strength in our weakness. Exactly, because our weakness, or our, by weakness, it means just softness and I don't know how else to say it, but I'm just showing you, you know, just being soft and feminine. That lets you to show your strengths and let us to sit back and relax. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Feminine and masculine is a great opposites that just attract. And that's what it is. Mhm. Yes, a lot of ladies are beautiful. I can't we have so many. It's like we almost have like a factory of beautiful women. But you have to remember that this should go deeper than this. It's not just skin deep. If you're looking for a wife, you gotta think about all these things that would require, and that is important to remember that you are on a journey that a lot more than entertainment or just having fun or having sex, as that man was referring that, oh, why don't we just stay here and have all the fun and have no commitment. Well, different people have different plans and different vision for their life. I feel that a lot of modern men do not realize that life does not just end at 40 years old or 45 years old. A lot of men think, well, I'm still young, I'm still young, I'm still young, but then you realize that you may not leave no legacy, you may not have anybody in your later years, you may not have a chance to experience all these things. And once you realize that, a lot of men want to change that and they want to have their shot, um they want to try their best, they want to have something later in their life to look for, because modern culture, all this MGTOW nonsense, tells men, live in the moment, don't invest, don't commit, don't have children, don't get married. But yeah, it's great when you are young, but it's not as great when you are in your 50s, 60s, and 70s, and you literally have nothing or nobody. If you die tomorrow, you don't have anybody to leave your legacy to, or even teach somebody the knowledge you've learned. It's very frustrating. I work with men all the time, and even though there is a double standard, they always women get bashed for having children, also women get bashed for not having children. It's a whole big mess. But the thing is, it's about what you want. And I agree that you absolutely do not need to leave the country to have entertainment unless that's what you want. But the reason why men, high quality men who want to leave legacy, create legacy, men who want to also have some happy years of sharing things, having a great partner, enjoying life together, having meaningful experience most of all. Yes, maybe not everybody want to have children and things like that, but a lot of men want to have a meaningful experience, that is more than just fun. And so that's why it's not a big deal to consider to widen your horizons and exploring your options. There is nothing wrong with that. So, um, for some men, this may not be the right channel. And by no means, I'm not asking you to, um, suffer and be on this channel. We are talking more than, we talk about some politics, about some events. And I was amazed how many of you had stayed on the channel after I shared a lot of things. But generally, we are very lucky and very blessed that in the modern time you can have, be, and do whatever your heart desires. If somebody decides to explore things overseas, if somebody decides to explore different culture, different type of a person, different type of experiences, it means that they have resources and a big desire to do it. And um, we created our own borders. There is no borders in reality. You can be, have, or do whatever you want. So before you judge somebody for traveling to another country to find the woman of their dreams, look at your own life and see why it bothers you. Is it bothering you because you can't create a meaningful relationship? Does it bother you because you don't have the courage to travel and explore and meet different people? Why does it bother you so much? That's a good question to ask yourself. So, my dear friends, with that being said, I want to wish you a wonderful night, and I hope you enjoy this late night show. I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of the night, and I will see you very soon.